Hey everybody, it's Bridget with Purcell Strong Life, and I'm coming at you with take 2 for this first trimester vlog. Okay, first trimester pregnancy vlog. So this is my second pregnancy, and my first pregnancy was almost 3 years ago, and my little boy is 2 right now. And so I just wanted to talk about how the pregnancy is going, how my first trimester was it different than my first one, is it the same, things like my symptoms and how we found out and all of those things. So let me just jump in. I am due at the beginning of August. And so I'm a couple weeks after my first trimester, so I have a little bit of distance to tell you how that went. So the prevalent, I guess that's the word, pregnancy brain, So I had a lot of nausea and some upchucking, and then I had some fatigue too. Crazy fatigue. So how was that different or the same as last time? So I was nauseous the first time for the first 2 trimesters actually. So going into this pregnancy, I figured that it would be similar. I didn't have much hope. My hope was minimal for only being nauseous the first trimester or not being nauseous at all, because there are those unicorns out there that feel wonderful the entire way through. And just to be honest, I love the miracle of growing a baby, and I think it is a miracle, but I don't enjoy being pregnant. I don't enjoy it. There are a few things that I enjoy. The main one is you get a baby out of it. That's what I truly enjoy. The other one is I like feeling the baby move and kick, and I'm really excited about that. But all of the symptoms, gaining weight, being uncomfortable, I'm not excited about that, and I guess it never was. I guess the no periods is great. Forgot about that one. That's a good one. But then you trade it in for all these other symptoms, and then it's just like a wash. So anyway, I've been very nauseous, and not just mornings, but afternoons and evenings. And from the first one, I was nauseous, and so I loved eating, in my first pregnancy, I loved eating hash browns and fries and lots of starchy things. I loved them. Now, I'm a big hash brown and fry person anyway, if I'm indulging or if I'm just going crazy. But this time around, those things do help, but I have been craving protein like crazy, like tuna and salmon and, just I've been craving protein. Something that I normally don't eat, because I have a weird diet of I only eat what my husband kills, or I eat seafood, but other than that, it's usually vegetarian, or a local buffalo bison farm down the street. So my eating habits are just weird anyway. They don't fit under a normal diet, but this pregnancy, I have been craving some things that I haven't eaten in a really long time, as in spicy chicken sandwiches from Wendy's. You're not supposed to know this. You're not supposed to know this about me, but I love spicy chicken sandwiches from Wendy's. Okay? So I think just one day it hit me that that's what I wanted, because I used to get them in high school all the time, and it just hit me, and I tried to fight it, but there was no use. This baby takes over. I'm its host family, and so I am just trying to submit to its wishes and wills, and it's hard to know what those are. And so when it reveals itself to me that it wants a spicy chicken sandwich, I can try to fight it, which I did. I tried to fight it. And then I realized, what's the use? Am I just fighting it for pride? What's the use? So I didn't. And I had so many spicy chicken sandwiches. That actually sounds really good right now, and I'm going to fight to not go and drive to Wendy's right now. But, so that was a big thing. Also, drinking lots of water kind of makes me nauseous, because it's not like a starchy food or anything that will help coat my stomach. But I have been craving lots of soups, like chicken noodle soup, and I take out the chicken. And then also tomato penne soup from Progresso. This is not an affiliate, but I couldn't find any other tomato penne, and those are amazing. And I got them on sale because I was trying to find other soups, and then I got hooked. So now I'm hooked on Progresso, Progresso tomato bisque. So it goes between those two, and then sometimes I like the clam chowder if I want more protein. So that's mostly what I've been craving, okay? So, and in the mornings, okay, you're getting all of my food right now, and I'm just going to lay it out, and I can get critics and comments about how it's not healthy, and I am literally just trying not to upchuck. So I am giving myself grace at this moment in time, and I was never a really strict food person. If I wanted something, within reason, I have it. But sometimes I crave big old salads with a bunch of tomatoes and veggies in it. So I listen to my body, and I know right now that this baby is just taking over, and so I'm just giving in to what it wants. So on the flip side, last time in my pregnancy, I could overeat, and it would help. I mean, my nausea would be fine. It was just I couldn't undereat. So I ate a lot of starchy foods, and that added up quickly. But I wasn't nauseous if I overate. This time, if I undereat, I'm nauseous. If I overeat, I'm nauseous. So I really have to tune in to what my body wants. Well, what this baby wants, basically. So that has been a real struggle, and I have to rely on Preggy Pop sometimes. They're these little like gumdrops that help with nausea. They're supposed to have essential oils, and there's sugar in it too, but it does help to have something to suck on. So I have to tune into my body as I'm eating, because if I overeat, then I become nauseous too. So in that regard, it's been tough, but everyone has their thing, and this is just my thing. So, Preggy Pops have been a lifesaver. Also, I got this nasty cold and cough near the end of the first trimester this time, and I had uncontrollable coughs. I'm still coughing, actually. So maybe I caught another virus or something, and it's just hanging on. But I had crazy coughs, crazy, like drainage, so that when I would sleep, it was really hard to sleep because of the mucus in my throat, and it'd make me cough. And the continual coughing made me nauseous too. So I'm getting nauseous from being pregnant, and I'm getting nauseous because I'm sick. So it was just not fun. Yeah. And then I'm not trying to make this a venting session. I want to relay to people that want to know how it's going. So, then the second most prevalent symptom that I had was fatigue, and it just knocked me out. I'm sure part of it was probably the cold near the end of the first trimester, but in the beginning, I didn't have a cold, and I would lay on the couch while my husband would feed our toddler because I couldn't move. I was just exhausted, and that is not like me. Usually I push through, but this baby just knocked me out cold. So those two were the big ones. Those two were the big ones. Um, so we were trying to get pregnant, and so thankfully we were able to succeed in that. And I knew probably as soon as I could because I was tracking, I was tracking all those things. So I'm really bad and I can't keep a secret from my hubby. I guess that's a good thing, right? So I told him later that day, I think, is when I told him. So, yeah, so we knew very early on, like the end of 4 weeks or the beginning of 5 weeks. And then I like to keep it a secret just because it's such a personal thing. And it's kind of just nice to keep it to yourself for a little bit. And that's just my preference. Other people can do other things, and that's fine. That's just my preference because I want to get a handle on it, and I just want to. I just want to enjoy it by myself. But then it is hard to keep it a secret when you're fatigued and when you're nauseous and you're eating weird things. So that was hard. But it was great being able to tell my family over Christmas, and Nick's family too. And it was really special. And then it took a while for us to tell Facebook because we wanted to make sure we told work first and all of those things. Because you don't want work to find out from Facebook. That's not cool. So everyone was really excited, and we were excited too. With all of those things, I want to mention to people that have gone through miscarriages and infertility that I am deeply sorry for your loss. I'm deeply sorry for your losses. I don't understand how that. I don't know how that is, and I just know that it has to be devastating. And so, when I go through these symptoms, in the back of my head, I do know that it is a privilege that I get to go through these stupid symptoms of nausea and fatigue and gaining weight and not fitting in my clothes. And so I do know it's a privilege, and I just want you to know that because I don't take it lightly. I try to stay grateful and positive even when it sucks. So if you're watching this and you think that I don't have a clue what you're going through, you are exactly right. I have no clue what you're going through. And I am so deeply sorry that you have to know these things that I don't know. And I hope that you have the time to heal and to grieve. And I know the grieving process will never be done because it's a loss, and the grieving process just changes. You just learn how to live with it. It never really goes away. So I just wanted to speak to that in case any of you are dealing with that. I have several acquaintances and friends that have dealt with that and recently, and it has made me be more grateful for this opportunity, and I just want to express that to you as well. And also to make people aware that do not have to go through that is something that happens. And if what I've read on Facebook is true, 1 in 4 women experience that. So, it's 25%. That's a big percentage, right? So just because people don't talk about it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. So I want to be cognizant of that. So know that my heart does go out to you. Okay. So there's no good segue, but going to what I think the gender is. We're not going to find out, actually. We're not going to find out what this baby is, gender-wise, until it comes out. That's what we did with our firstborn. And it's kind of fun watching people guess, and also you guessing, and then being able to pick out two names. That's pretty fun, too. So, what do I know? I think it's a girl, but it doesn't mean anything. I just think because the nausea is different, because I could eat, and maybe boys take more energy. That's kind of why I think it's a girl this time, because this girl is particular. If it's a girl, this baby is particular about how much I eat. So that's my prediction. I can change it depending on if I feel like this baby is crazy active when it starts to kick. Then maybe I might change my mind, because my firstborn was crazy active, and I've heard that boys are more energetic. So, moving on, what else? I predict this next trimester that I'm still going to be nauseous. I am hoping that I don't gain as much weight as last time, because last time I gained quite a bit. For the first trimester this time, I don't think I gained much. I got rounder, but I don't think I gained much. I stayed pretty steady, maybe a pound or two or something. So I weigh myself, but I'm not trying to restrict my diet. I'm just trying to find data points and just see how it goes. The first pregnancy, I know there are women out there that gain like 10 pounds in their pregnancies. I am not one of those people, okay? I am on the other end of the spectrum. So when people tell me how much weight they did not gain, I'm happy for them, and it's great, but I just know that I pack on the pounds when I'm pregnant. And so, full disclosure, the first time I was pregnant, I gained 50 pounds. And I was active the entire way through. I taught fitness classes until a week before I gave birth, or a week or two, because it was around Christmas time. So it was a week or two before birth, because we went on holiday and all that stuff. But, so yeah, man, it was hard walking around that last time. My joints were hurting and all those, and all those crazy things. So anyway, I'm hopeful that I don't gain that much weight. But if that's what the baby needs, and that's what the baby needs, and I'm just going to eat when my body tells me, when this baby tells me to eat, and I'm going to listen to it, because there are guidelines for how much weight you're supposed to gain, but they are just guidelines, because every pregnancy is different. That is what is so crazy about pregnancy, is that there are so many symptoms, and there's the full range of those symptoms, high and low, for the severity of those symptoms. And so you're just trying to hold on for the ride. You're just trying to hold on and not fall off the wagon, or whatever metaphor you want to do there. And I'm just going to do my best. But I'm going to stay active. The first trimester this time, I was active too. I was tired, but I stayed active. So I'm hoping that continues throughout, and because I enjoy it. It's my release, my mental release, and physical release too. But so yeah, there's full disclosure on how much Bridget packed on the pounds for her first pregnancy. So we shall see how it goes this time around. My clothing is getting snug, and I knew I couldn't hide it with teaching fitness classes, so I told people sooner than I guess I wanted to. I always want to wait. I don't know why, but then afterwards I feel more at ease when people know and I don't have to try to hide the belly. So that part is good. The part of not having to hide is pretty good. So yeah. Oh, and I've been more emotional. So yeah, like crying over stupid things. And I keep asking my husband, am I this emotional usually? And, maybe he's lying to me or maybe he's not, but he says, no, you're not this emotional usually. So I'm going to take his word for it because that's a more positive view. But just like getting emotional about my toddler growing up, I'm usually excited that he's learning new things, but, you know, these hormones are going crazy, so you just have to hold on. You just have to hold on. Anything else that you need to know? Anything else? I'm probably going to have to start wearing maternity clothes soon. I think it's just stubborn pride that's making me not get those out, but I'm probably going to have to start wearing those soon. I've been keeping my baggy clothes out, but I need to get those maternity pants out. Yeah. So that'll be fun, getting a new wardrobe. So I got to stay positive, right? We got to stay positive. Anyway, so stay tuned for the second trimester update in, about 3 months. I'll let you know how it goes. Usually people get this surge of energy and it's the golden trimester. We'll see if that's true. I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. Thanks for watching the whole thing through. I hope it was entertaining. Bridget's gotten a little crazy in this pregnancy. I'm hoping that settles down some because everyone wants that to happen, especially the hubby. So please pray for him because he's dealing with pregnant Bridget. Okay? He needs prayer. He needs prayer. So, all right. I got to end this thing or it's just going to keep going on. All right? So, I think we went over all the symptoms. Went over when we were due, when we found out. I think I told Nick how we were pregnant with a cute little shirt. A cute little shirt that said Big Brother that was for Sam to wear. And then that's how we told people, we told our family and stuff. So that was really cute. Yeah. Oh, have I felt any kicking or anything? I felt some flutters. I didn't know if it was gas or not, but I think it is flutters. I think it's kicking flutters and not gas. Maybe in the beginning it was gas, and then later on through the weeks coming, then it became kicking. Because it was like I would feel a hard place in my stomach. So I think I felt some maybe in like the end of the first trimester. I felt a little flutters, but I'm excited to feel those kicks. Yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to. Yeah, so I think that is all. You guys have a great day. Thanks for being patient with me. Okay. All right. Be well. Be good.